Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
The raving lunatics are back.
Yes, and some of you may be noticing that I'm wearing my M&M t-shirt. Well, right now that's the closest thing I have to the real thing.
Oh, poor sweeties on an M&M diet. Or lack of.
Lack of, yes.
Okay, some interesting things was happening today, and just thought we'd do a quick video here when Mikey got home from work. I had several people sending me a still photo of, it's a room that has just piles and piles of letters from the post office. And they are telling me that their JW family are showing them these pictures and saying, see, this is our brotherly love that we have because we want to help our brothers in Russia. And so I posted this on my Facebook, and I want to thank Garrett Fader, who comes back and he says, look at the piles and the colors and all of that. And when you look at the photo carefully, as you can see here, there's a lot of red and green cards in there, and it says United States Postal Service. This is not the letters that Jehovah's Witnesses sent to Russia. This is a lie that the Jehovah's Witnesses are spreading all over the place.
So you mean they're using a propaganda technique? They're taking someone else's work, chopping exactly what they want out of it, and you know, making it seem like there's, oh, look at all of these letters going to Russia. Our loving brothers and sisters they're just lobbying so much.
So then I had a phone call from someone, and he's like, oh my God. He said, that photo is the photo my JW mom showed me and said, see, these are all the letters that went to Russia protesting the ban against our brothers over there. And I had sent him the link to the video. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to 2 videos down below in the description so that you can go watch this video. And that's what makes this even more despicable and shows that Jehovah's Witnesses don't even care about the truth, because this is for a little girl that is a burn victim and all she wanted was Christmas cards. So these millions of cards and letters and gifts were hers. So Jehovah's Witnesses are stealing them
And making them their own. Their own little brand of propaganda.
Yeah. So Mike has something to read here right from their own literature.
Because when I come home from work and Kim was explaining this to me, I said, oh, just go find this Watchtower article right here. And it comes from the September 15th, 2002 Watchtower. I got it in the bound volume, and it was actually a study article. Now, it really goes to show that the Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't even remember what they learned inside the Kingdom Hall. And, you know, and I honestly think one of the reasons why Jehovah's Witnesses can't remember this is because they're continuously being droned by the same monotone voice. Oh, thank you, brother. That was such a nice comment. Oh, thank you for your comment. This very insightful comment. So, you know, now let's go on to the next paragraph. And then the next paragraph's read. And then they ask the question, how would you... And you just get the same drone monotone all the time. It puts people to sleep. That's why they can't remember this crap.
You know what makes it even more ironic?
What?
The name of the article is Keep Practicing the Things You Have Learned.
Wow. So one of the things that Jehovah's Witnesses should practice in regards to what they learned comes from paragraph 13.
Page 18.
Page 18. There again, it's the September 15th, 2002.
Watchtower.
Yes. Let me get my glasses. It says, there is another type of false story that we need to be on guard against. A great many sensational tales circulate, often by means of email. It is wise to be cautious about such tales, especially if we do not know the original source of information.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we actually do. It got tracked down. That is why it is important to be cautious about repeating or forwarding unverified accounts. We surely would not want to repeat godless myths or false stories which violate what is holy. since we also have an obligation to speak truthfully to one another, we are acting wise by avoiding anything that would cause us even unwittingly to spread untruths.
So, dear brothers and sisters that are still Jehovah's Witnesses, we're speaking truthfully to you that this is a false narrative, a false story, false photos,
manufactured lie.
yeah, that is on Instagram, Facebook. I'm getting them from emails that is just being passed all over. And like I said, I even got a call from that young man that said his mother had showed him this very same photo and said, look at all the letters that are going to Putin for our brothers and sisters. And he just about freaked out when he seen the video. And he's like, oh my God, it's the same room, same piles, and they have the nerve to steal this little girl's story.
Yes. Boy, it sounds like you're full of piss and vinegar over this one.
I am, because, the poor little burn victim, and like I said, you'll see in the videos, if you watch them.
Yeah. So, quite honestly, draw parallels to someone else or anybody else that decides to take what they want to prove their point of view, like Watchtower's doing here. I don't know what Jehovah's Witness is responsible for this. I don't even know if the head honchos in New York are responsible. But the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing it.
And they're spreading it
They're
everywhere.
spreading it as if these are letters that are going to Russia to help support Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, I have a serious challenge for this, because we all know that Jehovah's Witnesses from the top down, they're saying, oh, we're growing by leaps and bounds. Oh man, there's so many people coming into the organization right now. Jehovah's speeding up the work. I just got a call yesterday from an ex-JW in California that has family in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And she told me that out of a combined 2 congregations, see, they used to have 2 or 3, and I think one of them Spanish. They sold one of the properties, combined the 2. Guess how many was at their memorial attendance?
Well, let's see. I know in the old congregation we came from in Cottonwood for memorial.
One congregation.
We would usually have between 3 and 350, and it was standing room only. In fact, the fire marshal got onto them.
Exactly.
So I would say at least 300.
No. 153.
For 2 congregations.
For 2 congregations. Now, I got to seriously ask, where's all the submarine witnesses? Because remember, friends, we love to say this. Oh, I wonder how many submarine witnesses are going to come to the memorial tonight. What happened to the submarine witnesses in New Mexico here? What happened to them? They're all on the internet seeing the bullshit that's getting exposed by us ex-members.
Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to Heather. She's been going through a rough time.
Yes, and I would just like to interrupt for a second. When you hear this story, this is going to make you mad, especially for those that are in favor of the ban in Russia, because this is my one reason why they should be stopped. Because I want to ask all of those exiting cult experts, how do you deprogram this?
Okay, so Heather and her ex have been fighting for custody of the kids. 12 times in court she has fought them, and she's lost all 12 times. Hopefully I can read this. My 11-year-old son keeps saying things like, I wish there was a gun in this house so I could shoot your brains out so that maybe Jehovah will resurrect you in Armageddon.
An 11-year-old Jehovah's Witness boy saying this.
To his own mother, to his birth mother. Because see, he has been told that if she dies before Armageddon, then she'll be resurrected. She won't die at Armageddon.
Right. But see, the boy's also indoctrinated with that if Armageddon comes and God kills his mother, he's never going to see his mother again. So his only solution that he can concoct in his brain from the Watchtower bullshit is that, okay, if I kill my mom right now, she'll be resurrected. This is sick. This is disgusting.
And these are the kind of things that we get. And this is why we keep saying we fight for the victims. You know, Heather here is the victim. This 11-year-old son, he's the one that's the victim because he's being told this by the religion. You know, and his JW parent and probably the elders, but this is the indoctrination. I mean, do you see how messed up this is? You know, it reminds me of my mom, you know, when she called and told me my dad had died. And she says, oh, don't cry, Kim, because now he has a chance of being resurrected. He has a chance.
Yeah.
And I've heard through the grapevine that she says that she can't talk to me because she has to remain loyal so that she can see my dad again in the new system. Do you see how messed up this is? This is insane. This is insane. It's a damaging cult.
Yes, and you know, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what about Heather's human rights here? What human rights does Heather have here to see her own kids? You know, to be able to enjoy to see her own kids. Sad.
I thought of an illustration on the way home today because all of us have heard, if you want to go after Watchtower, you got to cut the head off the snake. I agree. But there are some times in life, and I'm speaking from experience because I have to deal with poisonous snakes every day at work. I always have to keep my eyes to the ground to make sure that I don't inadvertently step on a rattlesnake.
Your boss has been bitten, what, twice?
Twice, yes, and there's been more than once. I have come more than once. I have become uncomfortably close. The thing is a snake, like a rattlesnake, by nature, if it has an opportunity, it will retreat. Sometimes I have to grab that snake by the tail to be able to get it out far enough to cut the head off. Sometimes you have to go after the individual Jehovah's Witness to get at the head. You think about what that illustration means.
Yep. So thank you so much, everybody, for all your wonderful emails and comments and PMs. We've gotten flooded with, you know, good wishes, and thank you for your love and support and donations. You know, my goodness, it's just been overwhelming. And thank you for being patient, because it is going to take me a while to, you know, answer all of these. But wanted to thank you, make sure, you know, all of you knew how much it was appreciated. You know,
because with the current situation, we are getting inundated with
and a lot of phone calls, you know, to make sure we're doing okay.
Goodness.
And, you know, thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. And so we send our love back to all of you and hope you had a wonderful Easter weekend. And we love you all, you know.
Yes, we do. And I'm going to go dream of something that I can't physically eat right now.
Oh, poor Mikey. Don't have any M&Ms.
So the lunatics wish everybody a good evening, and we'll catch you the next time around.
Yes, you will.
Bye.
Bye.
This is from Taiwan.
To see the hope that she's not only given me, and now she's given the world. That is just all we want, is people to believe that no matter what, you can get through anything.